facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Looking now at some numbers for him.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Pop it forward, Ingram and Williamson. Doncic out there with Hawkins. And it's Messi in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Memphis, they've got Jalen Williams. Dillingham is out there with Thunder. Then there's Blunt, and it's Edey in at the 5 spot. So, Greg, with the season winding down, a lot of what-ifs for the team. What about players? Do they experience that as well?
You can't help but wonder what could have been. If your team struggled, Kevin. Players are just like fans. In that regard.
And always trying to find new ways to help his team, MP has zeroed in on winning his personal matchup each game.
Well, when you make a declaration the way MP did, you wonder how your team will react. Because sometimes a goal helps inspire everyone, but it can also serve as a distraction. In this case, it's the former. And MP has been locking his man down, and this team has been playing well.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
And sometimes defenses sleep on Doncic's ability to elevate. He is capable of throwing it down.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Nabbing another steal.
You have to be so careful around him. He relentlessly challenges ball handlers and jumps into the passing lane.
That's why he's now in a tie for 5th most steals in a season. His defense is something else. Now here's Williamson. 9 points last game. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Hawkins. Kept alive. Messi gets blocked. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. 6 to shoot. The 3 for Doncic.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
Here's Doncic. After Memphis gets the three. Shoots from the right block. It's rebounded by Memphis. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Williamson outside. Back to Doncic. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Doncic has got his second bucket tonight. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach. The first player that Coach mentioned was Zion Williamson. He said, we don't see anyone like Zion all year. His power is unmatched, but Zion also has the touch and burst. We have to create a wall around the basket. Now, we've seen Zion play, and I think he's going to break through that wall more than once. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Dillingham. After Luka Doncic's bucket, pass to Edey, and that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Doncic. He had 19 points in the win against Cleveland.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Pelicans trail by 4. And the foul called on Thunder. That's foul number 2. The Grizzlies shooting about 42% so far. They've got Dillingham. Williams is out there with Edey. And it's Thunder, and it's Blunt in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And they continue to control the glass.
Murray outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, we're talking about DeJounte Murray now. And Brent, what do you like most about his game?
Well, I like the tenacity that DeJounte brings to a game. I really feel like he ramps himself up for the biggest moments and wants to make the plays at the end of the game, whether that's scoring the basketball, passing the basketball, but really overriding that is defensively, wanting to be disruptive.
And another steal for him.
And he's had the clamps on opponents all season long.
Well, it's another steal for him to add to his impressive tally. Now tied for the 4th most in a single season. Hawkins passes to Murray. Launches a 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That will complete this 4-game homestand. And it's Thunder missing.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
To the right side. Here's Bailey. And a miss there on the triple. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's Thunder in the corner. Dillingham with it. Here's Thunder. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Thunder. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And Dillingham with the basket on the assist by Williams. Dillingham's got himself on the board with 3 there. Murray, the pass to Hawkins. Launches it. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Pass to Edey. They set the screen. And it's Thunder missing.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
On the wing, Murray. And the layup is good. And now a 6-point Pelican lead.
Great concentration from DeJounte that time, just playing right through the contact.
Pass to Dillingham. Here's Thunder, coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
And the foul called on Thunder. Do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Memphis out in front. They're up by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Happy to have you with us. Let's bring you up to speed on the winners of the Player of the Month awards. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
It's different, that's for sure. Now, if you're watching TV, you know, it jumps out at you. But the players on the court don't even notice it.
That's because you're always looking up at everybody. Kenny always knew what the floor looked like.
Turning our attention to that first half for the Grizzlies. They find themselves in a close one.
I love the depth of this team, man. Their subs have been huge tonight, giving them a scoring punch that they...
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Memphis leading by 4. Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. Lob it forward, Ingram and Williamson. Hawkins is out there with Doncic. And it's Messi in at the center. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And, Bray, you've seen the way the game has grown over the years. The skill level of the league is higher than ever.
And the talent level, Kevin, that is on display on a nightly basis in this league is staggering. But a lot of kids out there watching what's going on, and they're going to push this game even further. How exciting is that?
So it's the Pelicans now, trailing by 5. Pass to Hawkins. Back to Doncic. From deep. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Thunder, and he dunks it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Memphis has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Here's Williams. Williamson with the block.
Plenty of muscle on the block. Zion.
He swipes the ball away again.
And he has just been ferocious at the defensive end all season long. He disrupts literally every possession.
With that steal, he holds the 4th place mark for most steals in a single season, rewriting the record books. And the foul called on Thunder. That's his 5th foul.
And that's 5. One more, and he'll be disqualified. Got to be more careful. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball.
Doncic outside. And stolen by Dillingham.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball. And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Good on the triple. Doncic has got 18 points.
And Doncic used to creating kind of a luxury for him to simply catch and shoot.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Bucks was a man on a mission. He came away with 41 points and a triple-double for all that effort. The level he played at in that one was incredible. Now, he always wants to play his best against their rivals, and to say the least, mission accomplished. Guys?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep growing here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention. A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. A little under 2.5 minutes. Gone by here in the third. There's the drive. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
Good. 8 points for him.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Blunt. He's covered by Ingram. Beyond the arc. The Grizzlies with another miss. And here's New Orleans now. They've got a 10-0 run going. Here's Hawkins. Again, the Pelicans score.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Thunder passes to Blunt. A shot missing. Nice D from Doncic. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's been an eventful run for Zion Williamson, right, Brent, to say the least? Since going first overall in the 2019 draft.
And man, Kevin, you just are hoping for the simplest of things, and that is health. Because when Zion is healthy, so is this team in ways that other teams fear because of how dominant he can be. This is a special talent. We just want to see more and more of it.
Thunder passes to Williams. Out left to the wing. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Dillingham wide open, and he fires. Offline with his three. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Doncic outside. Back to Williamson. Pass to Hawkins. No one near him. It's Hawkins on the wing. Edey with the rebound. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Hawkins with it. 10 points for him. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Dillingham. Williamson with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Williamson touched it last. So it's the Grizzlies now. 3-point lead. Here's Edey. Here's Blunt.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back, let him try to find his range.
That is a big...
So we see the Pelicans get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them.
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight.
Hey, if it's good enough for Steph, you can't really go wrong.